Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 11th. We're just going to jump right in here, Libra, and we're going to do like a Celtic cross, and we're just going to see what is going on for you this week. It looks amazing. You have the Chariot, the Star, the Ten of Cups. Really, really nice reading so far. So I like to see that. The readings have been kind of like, I don't know, hit or miss this week. Some have been really good, some have not been really good. So it's nice to see a good reading. You start off with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, I feel, is like new enthusiasm, where you're just feeling excited for life, obviously. Mostly I say this because you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Star now, the Chariot, really good cards of happiness, joy, enlightenment. You have two cards of enlightenment, actually, the Star, and you end with a Hangman. And again, the Hangman can be a card of enlightenment as well. So I feel like you are very enthusiastic about something. Your crossing energy is the Ten of Cups. The crossing energy can be what's hurting or helping you. And with the Star in the area of your thoughts, I would say this is helping you, not hurting you. The Star can represent feeling inspired or, gaining some inspiration about something in your life. And again, the Ten of Cups could be the thing that is inspiring you to feel like the Page of Wands, which is how I feel in this reading. I feel like you feel, again, very enthusiastic, excited about, your happily ever after. The Ten of Cups is basically your happily ever after. With the Star here coming up in the area of your thoughts, I kind of feel like you finally have a direction. The Star can represent your North Star. It can represent the thing that guides you on your journey or on your path. The thing that points in a certain direction, basically. And so I feel like you've gained some answers. You've gained some enlightenment. Again, we see this with the Hangman as well. So if any area of your life has not been clear, like if you haven't known what to do in business, or if you don't know what to do in work or some other area of your life, to me, this whole entire reading really says to me that you finally have found some answers, or you finally understand what you're supposed to be doing in your life, as far as what actions you should be taking. In the area of your foundation, you have the Chariot. So definitely, I feel like saying keep your eye on the prize. So I would, kind of maintain your focus with the Star card. I would keep thinking and dreaming and all that other good stuff while you take action. That's the thing with the Chariot. The Chariot is a combination of both things. It's a combination of keeping your eye on the prize, like imagining what you want your future to look like, or imagining whatever this successful situation is with the Star. But it's also a card of movement, needing to move towards whatever it is. He has these stars up here and these moons on his shoulder, and that represents as above, so below. So there's the thought part of this card, but he's also in the Chariot, so I feel like some of you, definitely it's time to take action. If I was, really good reading here, Libra, but if I was being super critical about the reading, I would say ending as a Hangman isn't so great. Really good reading. It doesn't make the reading bad, but what I'm saying is that Hangman, it's like time to move. And with the Chariot here, I feel like it's time to get moving. In the area of your past, you have the Six of Swords. So this is the energy, and sorry, I can tell, this new microphone has been just giving me problems. There we go. This right here is kind of like moving past the past. I just feel like some of you have either healed or have moved past something that has been causing problems in your life for a certain period of time. So it looks like to me you are actually moving past the past with the Six of Swords. In the area of the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like saying you don't know how good it's going to feel yet. Those are the words that are popping into my head here, Libra. So I feel like you don't know how good the Ten of Cups is. I do get a lot of anticipation. It's kind of weird because, this week and then in the 3-month readings that I just did as well, I was getting a lot of this this anticipation, anxiety type feeling for pretty much every single person that I read for, all 12 signs. And, it's like the anxiety that comes up when you're about to do something new, or you're about to move, for example, or get a new job. That's what I mean by anticipation, anxiety. I kind of get that feeling here, but for you, it feels different. It's almost like you are kind of starting to let go of the past. Like I said, with the Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles is normally holding on too tightly to the past, but judging by everything that's going on in your reading, including the Judgment card is about to show up here, I would say that a lot of you are moving past the past, but there's still like a little bit of anticipation, anxiety, kind of hesitation on the other side. Again, we're going to clarify this in a minute, so we'll probably get more detail. But next, in the next few months, you have the Two of Cups. Love it. Two of Cups is a perfect match. Definitely could be love showing up for you over the next couple of months. Could also just be a lot of happiness. Two of Cups to me is like you and your higher self. So to me, it can represent you kind of communicating with your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, whatever you want to call it. And I do feel there could be a lot of communication going on. This could be happening in your dreams as well. You could be having some dreams where you kind of are, like, I'm getting words. So I feel like you could literally be receiving words while you sleep. And I would be paying attention to those things. Again, we are kind of in a very intuitive time, and other people have had similar messages. So I would pay attention to the signs and symbols. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Judgment card. Again, to me, this is the astrology. I feel like pretty much everyone could be revisiting past relationships, and I'm not talking about love relationships. I mean, that could be part of it, actually, but I feel like pretty much everyone could be looking at the way they were raised. That's what I mean by revisiting. They could be looking at how they were raised. They could be looking at beliefs that they were raised to believe and all this other stuff. Neptune, we have Neptune in Pisces until 2025. To me, it's a challenge to traditional belief. So there could be certain things that have gotten in your way in your life. Maybe you were raised to believe money was evil. So you have challenging money beliefs, money blocks that are blocking you from getting money. But the good news about kind of waking up to it with the Judgment card here is that, like, once you become aware of what the problem is, you can fix it, right? So I kind of have, that's part of the message that I'm getting here, is that you're becoming aware of certain problems or issues in your life, and because you're becoming aware of them, you're able to fix them much more quickly. And I do feel it has a lot to do with relationships, not just love, but all relationships in your life. For others, pretty much for all of you, I feel like you're waking up to your purpose, like outside of this being the area of your closest relationships. I feel like you could be getting a lot of information about kind of like your purpose. Again, we have your North Star here, the Star card showing up in the area of your thoughts, the Chariot. It's almost like you are, kind of finally understanding what to do next. I know that doesn't sound like a big thing, but again, if you've been lost for a long time, that is a very good reading for sure. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Four of Swords, probably wanting a break. I would say take, all the time you need. If you need to take a break, if you need some healing, if you need to go on a vacation, any of those things, I would just do it with the Four of Swords. But what I would say is that your outcome here is the Hangman. The Hangman kind of says it's time to get moving here. So, he has sacrificed movement. He has not been making any moves. He sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs on the Hangman. And so I feel for a lot of you, it is time for you to get moving. I feel like it is time for you to take action, for you to make things happen with the Hangman. It's like he's gained enlightenment. His head is glowing. He kind of knows that he needs to do something. He knows that he needs to kind of get moving, and that's what I feel for you here, Libra. But let's clarify this. I do feel that there could be love coming in here as well if you want love. It could be, the fire is what I'm trying to say here is fire, Aquarius, and Cancer stand out to me so far in the reading. So it could be one of those signs. They could have those signs in their chart. But let's dig into this and see. With the Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is my card of what are you waiting for? So again, with the Hangman, what are you waiting for? To me, this kind of says you're excited about a journey, Page of Wands. The Ten of Cups crossing is you probably see what your Ten of Cups is for you. It is a card of happy home, happy family, but it can represent your happily ever after, whatever that means for you. So I feel like this is kind of almost the universe saying, what are you waiting for? You can have this. You can create it. So it's time to go create it, right? Let's see here. You have the Five of Cups wanting to pop out there. To me, that kind of says that you're afraid of being disappointed, which I totally understand. If you've tried in the past to have your happily ever after, you could be fearing being disappointed. With the star, you have the Seven of Pentacles, change in direction. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. He's looking at those pentacles that he has grown here, and he's like saying, is that the best I can do? Is there something better I can grow? He has all those questions. And so I just simply feel that some of you are just wanting a change. That's really all I'm getting on that Seven of Pentacles. With the Chariot, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of kind of emotions. Definitely could be a water sign some of you are dealing with. Kind of feels like there is a person that you are dealing with that's a water sign, but I feel like they could just be a guide, a mentor. Doesn't have to be a man either. Could be any gender. I don't attach gender to my cards, but I do feel if you have a water sign like a parent or just someone in your life, I do feel they are going to be playing an important role, not just this week, but for the rest of the month as well, is what I'm getting. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. I feel like some of you are, if love is coming into your life, I feel like you're letting go of one situation. You've kind of already let go of it. And two, that's what I feel intuitively. I don't really, I feel like this is something you are letting go of, is what I'd say. And you're moving towards something new. So in a lot of ways, I feel like you could be or are moving towards a new connection. There might still be some attachments to the past. I don't really feel intuitively that it's that big of a deal for you, Libra, if you are attached to the past. If you're not, if you are with a person, by the way, this looks really good. Whenever I get something like this, like Two of Cups twice, with the Four of Pentacles, I kind of look at this as actually like two people who are almost like reaffirming their love for each other. It's like deepening the commitment. So there could be some sort of deepening commitment going on here. With the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory, success, happiness, good things coming in for you, balance as well. So if you are in a relationship, you could be balancing it out with that Ace of Swords. I'm getting a lot of stuff here. There could be some truths coming out, but I don't think there were lies in the first place. If you're in a positive relationship, I feel like this is really just saying you're coming to a deeper understanding with the person about their expectations, your expectations, where the relationship is going, all that stuff. So that's what I mean by the truth. It's like, you're kind of discovering each other's truth. Maybe that's a better way to put it. For others, I do see someone making a sacrifice here, which is interesting. But it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. It's like, maybe you're moving in with them, and it's like you're sacrificing your home so that you can go move in with a person. Like I kind of get like taking things to the next level, but the Ace of Swords can represent a sacrifice. So is that a bad sacrifice? I would say no. I mean, to me, this could be a very good thing. Like I said, you could be sacrificing that. Maybe they live far away, so it's like maybe they're moving towards you, or maybe you're moving towards them. I kind of get that type of vibe here. If you're not looking for love, guess what? The Ace of Swords is a card of words. And what was I saying earlier? I felt like words, like I was getting words. It's like scientists say that, we don't dream in actual words. We kind of don't get words. But I will tell you what, I have definitely had dreams where I've like seen words like written down, on something. So I feel like those types of things could be happening to you in your dreams while you're sleeping. I would be paying very close attention to the messages you're getting. With the Judgment card, you have the Magician here. The Magician is definitely a new beginning. And again, we kind of talked about this earlier in the reading, that you could be experiencing kind of new beginning. That you can't see it, but the Magician is pointing over here. I'm going to pull the card that he's pointing to. He's pointing to this flexibility card. I've said to pretty much every other sign that I feel like it's going to be super important that we are super flexible right now. But what I mean by that is, again, you have this card, the Star card, which is like your North Star. And if you're trying to like start a business or get into a relationship, you might have certain ideas on how it's going to happen. The flexibility card, and what I've said to other people this month as well, because it's been coming up for people, is that it's like what I feel intuitively, and also looking at the astrology, I see this, is if you're too fixed on how you're going to accomplish a goal, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time. I feel like, it's a good idea to have the North Star, to have the main goal that you're trying to achieve, but how you get there doesn't really matter. I feel like if you're too stuck on making something work one way, then you could get stuck, right? So I'd be careful of that. With the Four of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords. I just feel like it's saying it's time to get moving. Four of Swords, sometimes I think we get into these zones where we say like, oh, I need more rest. I need another break. I need to wait. But again, Three of Wands, what are you waiting for, right? So I feel like it's time to get moving. With the Hangman, you have the Nine of Pentacles, independence, gratitude, card of gratitude and luxuries, card of major success. So I feel like there is a ton of success clearly coming in for you here, Libra. This is, again, probably one of the better readings that I've done this week. So I feel there's a lot of success. I actually think all 3 air signs were pretty good. So if you have air in your chart, you might want to watch those readings. But this looks really, really good for you here, Libra. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.